One of the delights of a Saturday morning is to come up to the railway and have an operating session. I love it. The room's my own, it's peaceful, it's quiet, I can have the radio on if I want to, I can mend things, I can play trains, I can operate anything I like. It's my moment. But when it comes to operating trains, the first thing you need to do is to have a cup of tea, or a mug of tea in my case, and it's a good idea to have a controller that you can trust. And that's one of mine. I've got 4 of these. That one there, another one here, another one here, and finally that one. They're all the same. They're all Gaugemaster handheld feedback controllers. I do have a 5th, which is over here on the bench, and that's a Gaugemaster ordinary analog non-feedback controller, and it's wired up to 2 terminals so that when I'm repairing locos I can put the crocodile clips on, which are where are they? There they are. Put those onto the loco, turn the controller, and I can do all the repairs and testing I want to. For a long time I've been obsessed with feedback controllers, and I've used quite a few. I've tried Parkside, which I like very much indeed. They're very similar to Gaugemaster. I've tried Trax, which I also like very much, but I've finished up using Gaugemaster exclusively. I find them simple, they're easy. I'm not related in any way to Gaugemaster, by the way. I've got no financial connection with them whatsoever. I'm just a very happy customer. I like what they do, I like the way they talk to me on the telephone, I like the help they give me, and I do like their controllers. Particularly for Hornby Dublo, I like their feedback controllers. And I've got, as you've seen, I've got several of them and they all go well. And if we take this one, here we go, and it's going to control this loco here. So if I give it a little bit of power, let's see what happens. Well, not a lot at the moment, but there we go. It's going. Now I'm going to leave it at that speed, and away she goes. And that's nice and steady. It's slower than what a lot of controllers will run at. There isn't much noise. I'll shut up and you can hear how quiet it is. And I like that for slow speed control. I mean, I also use the controllers for controlling expresses going very quickly, but I reckon that's okay. But there's one other point which is very, very important. If we come along, I'm going to put an obstruction on the line, namely my hand. There. Watch what happens to the loco. It doesn't stop. It just keeps ticking over at the same speed regardless. And incidentally, all these locos are running with original magnets. There are no neo magnets on my layout at all. Take my hand away it goes. That creaking, by the way, the swivel on my chair has decided to creak. I've given it a supply of WD-40, so the railway room stinks like hell at the moment, but I haven't stopped the squeak or the creak. Bit of a dangerous bridge there, but we've had no mishaps so far. Right, I'll turn around and go back to the other side and watch it coming round. Here we go. So it will maintain that speed all day. No problems at all. Please excuse me. Now, if I want to really slow the speed down, if I can reach across and get the controller, I can go much slower than that. And the loco will keep going along just like that, and again, it's not really making much noise. A little bit of creaking on grunting, but nothing serious. And I'll put the obstruction on again. And we'll see what happens. A little bit of humming, but nothing drastic. Take my hand away and away it goes. Now, I'm not going to say that feedback controllers are for everybody. It's personal taste, and it's also your personal choice which make you buy. I have found Gaugemaster superb. Some people do find that there isn't enough oomph to keep the loco going. In fact, this has now decided to, it's not stop, it's, yes it has. Hang on a minute, let's have a look. What's happened there? It was actually, I would think, a sticky point, but never mind. Let's try again. There we go. But for Hornby Dublo, I think these are fantastic. The Gaugemaster controller turns out 1 amp, and it is sometimes thought that that's not sufficient. But bearing in mind these locos never pull more than 0.3 or 0.4 of an amp, or if they do, something is wrong. Well, you can run 2 together. At 0.4 gives you 0.8 of an amp, which is still below 1 amp. And I regularly double head my bobos and my cobos as per the Condor style, and have no trouble whatsoever. Right, so I'll leave that going, and I'm going to start another one up now. So we've got to turn back. We're going to use this controller this time. Get my hand on it. And the loco is there. The 4MT. There it goes. Bit bigger load. And there's the little 062. The 4MT is coming around. Again, we'll give it an obstruction. Put my hand on the track. And we'll see whether it works in the same way. And we've got another one coming up the other side. Little bit of growl, but nothing serious. So we've got 2 stop there. Take my hand away, if I can get it away without derailing anything. There we go. So that's 2 of them. Let's have a third one going. And we'll, hang on, I'll just stop for a moment. Sorry about that, folks. When I took my hand away from the front of the 4MT, I derailed the front pony, and consequently we got to that point just in there and the thing short-circuited. But anyway, we're back in action, and it's around here. Can I find it? There it is, going very nicely indeed. Okay, so we're going to start a third engine now. There it goes. And again, it's on the feedback controller. And then we'll start the 4th one off, which is an A4, which is somewhere in there. There we go. Again, on the feedback controller. And if I follow it around, we'll run it a bit slower, like that. And if I come around and bravely stop it with my hand on the thing, we've still got a constant speed. Again, with an ordinary non-neo magnet. Take my hand off and away it goes. So, from an operating point of view, I think you can see why I enjoy these controllers. I'm not saying they're the best or everyone should have them, but to me, I think they're fantastic. I'm going to speed that A4 up a bit. And what better than on a Saturday morning than to enjoy a nice mug of tea and watch trains go around. So there you have it, folks. That's why I have Gaugemaster handheld controllers. The handheld feedback controller. We'll watch I'll stop talking and we'll just watch trains go around. I will start talking again and spoil your enjoyment. Here's an ammeter I have wired in, and it's in the circuit that controls the 4MT. Now, the scale goes from 0 to, what's it go, from 0 to 2, so it's a 2 amp machine. But I've readjusted it so that, and put the needle so that it's when the loco stopped, let me stop it for a moment, it goes back to the centre. Right, so that's the loco stopped, and instead of the needle going back to the left, to the 0, it stays on the 1, which is the new 0, if you like. And if the loco goes backwards, as per now, it goes to the left, and where it says put 0.5, that is half an amp in reverse, which is there. If we go forward, half an amp going forward is there. Well, it's not quite going that far, but with the loco going round, you'll see that it's pulling about 0.25 of an amp, which is where I think it should be. And here's the loco coming. It's this one.